guy, like obviously, like he wants that matchup so bad. But I feel like we can't look past this game at all, especially with, and social media got us as, almost the underdogs in this point. So we can't look past this opponent. And I feel like we got to be able to take care of business before we can look forward to anybody else.
All right, thanks, Roddy.
Thank you.
A lot of fans are asking how you're doing hamstring-wise. What happened, and how do you feel now, a couple days later?
I'm looking at it, bro.
Oh, true. I'll ask you too.
It feels pretty good. We had shoot around a little bit ago. I was able to run a little bit, jump. It's still like that feeling that is there, but nothing really crazy as far as like restricting me to play. I will play, so I mean it's just an amazing feeling. I put my mind, body, and tears into pouring into the program and being available for my team. And I feel like it's not that big of an injury. I feel like I can go out there and play. It felt pretty good. So.
You feel like you got some confidence back personally the last few games?
Definitely. I feel like just confidence in myself and my teammates, and my coaching staff, just feeling like, if we follow the game plan and I do what I'm supposed to do, I feel like I got into a rhythm where I knew where, scoring opportunities were going to come or times where I feel like I can dominate the game. It kind of exposed itself to me, so then now I feel like I can replicate that in March Madness as I did in the Big Ten tournament.
It's felt like a whirlwind to us going from Indy to Ann Arbor to here. How's it felt like from a player perspective, and how do you mentally turn the page to one and done tournament like this?
I feel like we got the same mentality that we did in the Big Ten tournament. Just kind of be able to come prepared to whatever the game needs from you. I feel like each and every one of us is more than prepared and more than capable to go out there and do what needs to be done. I feel like we need to really make an emphasis on the glass and maybe kind of have a game like Maryland where we're able to rebound the ball very well. But as far as like being in the one-game tournament, like this is what everybody wants to play for in March. Playing with nothing to lose, playing with that desperation. I feel like whenever we have played with that desperation, like we've been very hard to beat. That's where most of our runs came, especially in the second half of games. We didn't finish the first half well. We were able to make runs because of that desperation. So with our back against the wall, I feel like we're very confident and very capable team.
There were players who were just at the podium talking about how I think they said the words chip on our shoulder like 10, 12 times or whatever it is. How do you guys make sure you have that same edge? You kind of just talked about the desperation there, but even that edge that maybe you were underseeded or people were doubting you guys.
Definitely, I feel like we got a lot of hate, especially out of the way we ended the regular season. I feel like a lot of our guys had that same chip on your shoulder, I guess, but just kind of feeling that kind of disrespect that we felt. Especially even as a seed and being seeded as a 5 seed after all we've been through. We're just happy to be here. But I feel like we got to be able to keep that chip on our shoulder because that's where we found success in the Big Ten tournament. So if we can kind of replicate that feeling and the mood that we had going into each game and the mood that we had throughout the game, I think we'd be able to make a great one.
Now that we're like a couple of months removed, or a month and a half removed from the lineup switch, moving you over to the bench, moving into the starting lineup, can you kind of talk a little bit about how you're feeling on that? Just an update of where that is, and can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Ruben and how that's grown through this?
Oh, for sure. I told Coach, whatever it takes to win. I'm all about winning. If that means coming off the bench, I play similar minutes. Like the minutes didn't drop at all, but I feel like me personally, it helped me mentally because just coming in the game and just giving the energy, especially if it drops a little bit. And I know that's something I'm more than capable of doing. Like my relationship with Ruben, he's one of my best friends on the team. So I didn't feel any way towards him when he moved into the starting role. I didn't feel any way towards the coaching staff or any of my players. I just knew that, Coach let me know that he needed a kind of a spark, offensively and defensively off the bench. So I just feel like that was my role. And lately I've been able to just kind of step into that role and make the best of it.